It's 10 trivia questions on Chicago history, written by my friend Doug Hindley. This is Trivia with Buds. Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. Today's episode is all about Sweet Home Chicago, where I will be passing when I move to my new home in Johnson City, Tennessee. Getting very excited. We're moving on tax day, and it's going to be quite the trip across the country here. Got to drive a 26-foot truck, so we'll see how that goes. I've been reading all about it, and it says it's not that bad. Once you start going, it's just like driving anything else. I've driven those trucks before, just not that distance. So that's my biggest fear, is that after an hour, I'm going to be like, oh my God, we have 33 more hours of this over 5 days. But wish me luck, guys. If you have any tips about driving a big truck, drop me a line, ryanbuds@gmail.com anytime. We're going to jump into 10 questions on Chicago history in a second, but here's some history and fun things from my 365 Days of Amazing Trivia calendar. This is for Monday, March 29th. Which predominantly Roman Catholic country consumes fonnesca, a type of codfish soup, during Lent? And the answer there is Ecuador. In addition to the codfish, which symbolizes Jesus, the soup often features 12 different grains or beans and vegetables representing the 12 apostles. Your next question here from the calendar: who founded Joffrey Ballet, a world-famous ballet company known for its contemporary repertoire? That is Robert Joffrey, who was a dancer himself. He tap danced as a child and later turned to ballet, moving to New York City to dance in various companies before founding his own. And your last little opening question here from the page-a-day calendar: what kind of facial hair pattern does the term Burnsides refer to? And your answer there is a mustache and whiskers on the cheek, but no chin beard. The name is a nod to an American Army officer named General Ambrose Burnside, 1824 to 1881, who sported the look. The term later inspired the word sideburns. So there you have it, some fun facts from the 365-day calendar on my desk that someone got me for doing an event recently. All right, we're going to jump into some more history of the Chicago variety with 10 questions from my friend Doug Hindley of Sierra Madre, California. Here we go. All right, it's Chicago history at its finest. Here's question number 1. What is the name of the Chicago ballpark where the White Sox played from 1910 to 1990? Question number 1, what was the name of the Chicago ballpark where the White Sox played from 1910 to 1990? Question number 2, traditionally, what kind of peppers would you find on a Chicago-style hot dog? Number 2, traditionally, what kind of peppers would you find on a Chicago-style hot dog? Number 2. Question 3, which 20th century artist created the monumental steel sculpture found in Chicago's Daley Plaza? Which artist created the monumental steel sculpture found in Chicago's Daley Plaza? Number 3. Question number 4. In the classic 1980 film The Blues Brothers, what legendary jazz musician performs Minnie the Moocher in Chicago's Palace Hotel Ballroom? Who sings Minnie the Moocher in the 1980 film The Blues Brothers? Question number 5. In the 1985 Super Bowl, which team lost to the Chicago Bears under head coach Mike Ditka? Number 5. In the 85 Super Bowl, which team lost to the Chicago Bears under head coach Mike Ditka? Question number 6. According to legend, whose cow started the Great Chicago Fire of 1871? Number 6. According to legend, whose cow started the Great Chicago Fire of 1871? Question number 7. What is the name of the television studio founded by Oprah Winfrey in Chicago in 1986? What is the name of that TV studio? Number 7. Question number 8. What 19th century Chicago architect oversaw the creation of the Columbian World Exposition and was a major proponent of the City Beautiful movement? Question number 9. Is the band Chicago from Chicago? Yes or no? Number 9, is the band Chicago from Chicago? Yes or no? And number 10, what Chicago Improv Club has served as the starting point for many famous comedians, including Bill Murray, Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hara, Steve Carell, Tina Fey, and Amy Poehler? Number 10, what Chicago Improv Club is that? Those are all your questions on Chicago history from Doug Hindley. We'll be right back in just a second with the Chicago answers. Go have a pizza. We are back with the answers to Chicago history. Let's see what you got right and what you got wrong. Here's number 1. What is the name of the Chicago ballpark where the White Sox played from 1910 to 1990? That is Comiskey Park. Comiskey Park. Number 2, traditionally, what kind of peppers would you find in a Chicago-style hot dog? That would be sport peppers. Sport peppers. I usually get mine without sport peppers. But if you want the traditional, that is what you got on it. Number 3, which 20th century artist created the monumental steel sculpture found in Chicago's Daly Plaza? That's Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso. And number 4, in the classic 1980 film The Blues Brothers, what legendary jazz musician performs Minnie the Moocher in Chicago's Palace Hotel Ballroom? That is Cab Calloway. Cab Calloway. Number 5, in the 1985 Super Bowl, what team lost to the Chicago Bears under head coach Mike Ditka? That was the Patriots. The Patriots with Ditka at the helm of the Bears. And number 6, according to legend, whose cow supposedly started the Great Chicago Fire of 1871? That was Mrs. O'Leary. Oh, what a cow owner. Mrs. O'Leary. Number 7, what is the name of the television studio founded by Oprah Winfrey in Chicago in 1986? Harpo Studios. Harpo is Oprah backwards. And number 8, what 19th century Chicago architect oversaw the creation of the Columbian World Exposition and was a major proponent of the City Beautiful movement? That was Daniel Burnham. Daniel Burnham. And number 9, is the band Chicago from Chicago? The answer is yes, they are. They are from Chicagoland. Number 10, what Chicago Improv Club has served as the starting point for many famous comedians, including Bill Murray, Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hara, Steve Carell, Tina Fey, and Amy Poehler? That is the Second City. You've heard of it, the Second City. Those are all your questions for Chicago history. Thank you, Doug, for sending me those. All my California trivia players always make fun of me because whenever I mention sports or history or anything that is kind of out of my realm of things that I am into, I always go to Chicago. And so they're like, where are the Dodgers questions? Where are the Angels questions? Where are the Lakers questions? Because I always do Bulls, Cubs, and Sox and things like that. But it's just the stuff that is close to home where I grew up, and that's what I think of first when I think of those things. But there you have it. I'll probably do the same thing when we get to Tennessee. So hope you don't hate it too much. But we're going to jump into the fact of the day right now, which is the Monopoly guy. The Monopoly guy's name is Milburn Pennybags, a.k.a. Uncle Pennybags. But Milburn is the first name, according to the board game in the history of that game, Monopoly. Now you know. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. We'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.